But getting on with it, I am allowed to be average sometimes. Most times. I'm allowed to, period. I'm allowed to be average. And I feel like, not in the way that, like, I'm like, oh, I'm just a perfect being. Because I'm not. I make mistakes. Like, perfect people make mistakes too. Perfect people make mistakes too. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to be like, yeah. My thing is, I think very highly of myself. Not like in like a conceited way, but like in a, I am no longer just comfortable being like my biggest enemy anymore. Like I see myself as like, even whenever I'm like, oh, I don't look like conventionally my best, I'm like, oh, I'm so cute. Like I'm so cute. I love my face. I love every inch of myself. I love my body through all of its changes. And that's not just something that, like, because it's in my conscious, like, my whole subconscious has been corrected, but the fact that that is the narrative that I have in my conscience for myself and that it is the thing that I am actively always promoting for myself, I am so, so, so happy to be at a point of development where that's where I am. It took so long to get here, but literally, like, I'm just tired of, like, hating myself because not only does like your self-confidence like affect the way that you view yourself, it affects the way that you view your personalities and your ability, or your personality and your abilities, and like all of the things that you are as a person. Like I'm at a point where I can say I love myself. I love myself a hell of a lot. I love myself through any turn of the tide. um I'm actively always trying to find ways to love myself better and to reflect my beliefs about loving myself and the applications of them for my life. I am at a point where I accept my imperfections and I realize that that is part of my humanity and part of what makes me a person, the fact that I have flaws. And I've realized like I do not have to be, yeah, like perfect to be worthy of respect, to be worthy of communication, and being loved the way that I want to be loved. So I am, yeah, I do love myself. Fucked up cornrows and all. I love the fact that I tried. I love the fact that even though literally every single other time that I have failed with them, like literally started and just tapped out because I'm like, this is too much. Like the fact that I came back, I doubled down. I doubled down. I literally decided, I was like, you know what? I'm not just gonna know how to do this by air of the ancestors. Like I gotta hop on YouTube, look for other fucking resources because something's gotta give. Something's technically gotta give. So something gave. I went to YouTube. I turned on my little show, and I fucked it up both ways. But I'm like, I'm proud. And I'm about to do it again until I get it to a place where I'm comfortable with it. And then every time after that, it's only going to get better because that's what practice is for. You can teach an old horse new tricks. And beyond that, I'm a youth. Like I have all of my years in front of me. Oh my god, I hope, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. My worst fear ever since I, yeah, like chose to really value my life and like the longevity of it. I so badly, oh my god, having my life line, like anything in my lifetime, let alone how long it is, be determined by any force outside of myself is my current fear. Like dying young is so fucking tragic. And I'm like, oh my god. Oh my god. Because I also have this really big fear that I'm gonna get killed. I feel like I am not gonna die a peaceful death. I feel like then is that like I hope that, oh my gosh. Because I'm hoping that this isn't coming off like very insensitive, like very sheltered and sensitive. And please let me know if it is because I do want to fix that narrative. But I really, yeah. Like you really never know how things feel with other people until you put them out into the world. But I do say that in all genuinity. And please let me know if that is out of line. But like, it is so genuinely sad whenever people like die young. And I really don't want that to happen to me. And that's one of my like biggest like reasons I feel like why so many worldly tragedies are as sad as they are, because not even just dying young, but dying at any age, having your life be something that you don't have control over the span of is so harrowing. Like having that not be something that you have the decision over is literally terrible. So I'm like, yeah, we gotta change. Something's gotta give. Something has got to give. But back to the fact, I am okay learning how to be okay with just being an average Joe. Because I'm like, I, if I'm always holding myself to a standard of perfection, I'm never going to be able to transition through the beginner phase to the intermediate. And I'll never like I don't like to say nevers. I like to pose it differently because I don't like telling myself I'll never XYZ, because there have been some really shitty situations where I haven't held like my beliefs for self-development at the forefront of that I've made it through, and I want to be able to remember I can always do that. Um but like I'm just not a fan of the rhetoric. So that's where I'm at. Um, Low key forget what the hell I was saying. Oh yeah, but like so many things. You know what? I'm gonna try it right now. We're gonna take a deep dive into some ukulele. I used to play ukulele and then I like stopped. Um, and then yeah, I like pick it up once in a while type vibe. But I really wanted to try my hand at it now because I want to take it home with me. Home. Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad to think about that I'm calling the place that's not my like home. Well, that's not. Well, fuck. Whatever. It's like a sign of the times. Not in the Harry Styles way though. Um, but like, oh. But yeah, I wanted to take it with me. Oh, I'm growing. I'm growing. I'm almost, should I say my age? I'm like very skeptic. I'm like a skeptic of like sharing like personal information online, which is like funny because all I do is talk about myself online. But I mean like in a like governmental type way, like a federal type vibe. But yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna get the uke and try and go so that I can try to deal with this whole tonsil madness.